Now, most young girls spend time thinking about their future wedding, their future house, and their future kids. However, two teenage girls in Melbourne, Australia have decided they're not interested in having kids and they want to have their tubes tied. Now, the problem is that they can't find a doctor who's willing to perform the procedure on them.
Well.
The girls, you guys, are 18 and 19 years old. So they claim they don't want children because they don't feel like they're motherly and that having kids is bad for the environment. I'm just gonna say I think this sounds crazy.
You know, you don't have to have major surgery to not get pregnant.
Yeah,
okay?
yes.
It's just, come on.
agree.
So
you know?
extreme. And by the way, at 18 or 19, you don't know anything.
Anything.
Shoot, even by 30, I was like, oh, this is the world.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing
You
in
know
my
what I mean?
20s either.
Right. Oh my God, my mid-20s, I was still figuring things out.
I'm
But at
figuring
22,
it out now.
I knew I didn't want to have kids too. But I
Really?
wasn't about to have no surgery not to have them, you know?
Yeah, but at 22, I also thought I wanted a tattoo on my back, and guess what? I really want that removed.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Been there and done that too.
Right.
We were talking about fertility earlier, and there's like a question of like, okay, well, crazy question, Lonnie. If I couldn't carry a child and I desperately, and you were, shut up, Lonnie, and you were like my sister, and like I really wanted you to carry the child for
Ooh,
me.
don't do that.
Would you do it?
You know I would because I'm not going to take care of the kid. You going to take care of
Okay,
it.
but you could still do that without having your tubes tied. That was my point.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
What was your point?
That because you didn't, yes, you
I'm
didn't want
confused.
children, but if there was an emergency or an emergency situation where somebody was like, hey, well,
Of course.
you still had the option because you didn't tie
Oh,
your tubes.
so that's why you saying
Yes,
don't tell
girl,
them.
stay
don't
I'm gonna
tie
make
it.
you come and rub cocoa butter all over me every night, but yes, I would do it for
But
you
you
too.
get the point is what I'm saying is it's not taking such an extreme measure. 'Cause what
Yes.
if you change your mind? What if there's an extreme circumstance where you could put your
Well, they
ovaries
could.
to use and those
But
tubes to use?
Let Evelyn talk. Okay.
I'm like, wait, let me say something. No, I was actually one of these girls. After I had my daughter, I was in labor for 3 days, as I mentioned earlier, because it was traumatizing. I was 17, I was a baby having a baby, and I spoke to my doctor, and I was like, I don't ever want to have kids ever again. And he told me no, the same thing that this doctor told these young ladies, or the doctor that they can't find. And in hindsight, looking at it now, I'm like, thank God, because
Wow.
I now have my son, and he's just like everything to me. So I am so glad that no doctors are doing this. Because at 18, you don't know anything.
Yeah, Jeannie, you even shared that like
I've
you didn't
considered-
want to,
Yeah.
and then
It's so hard because I battled between do I want kids or do I not want kids? What does Freddie want? Freddie has changed.
You
back
keep
and forth.
waiting. You ain't got to worry.
They're boiling. They're getting hard boiled.
Exactly.
I know.
Or what you can do is freeze your eggs so you know you have some good ones saved.
know.
You know, I didn't think to do that, so now I'm struggling with trying to have another one. Had 3 miscarriages in the last year and a half.
no.
So, but fast forward, you know, you don't really realize how quickly your body changes. I had my son 2.5 years ago, pregnant. We planned him a month later. I was pregnant. I was like, wow, Carl, you have super sperm. This is great. But, you know, since then I've had 3 miscarriages. So my body has changed in the last 2.5 years. So
Had you done this again, you would have frozen your eggs.
absolutely. Because
Really?
all I need is one good one, and I can't
Yep.
get it.
Yep.
It's so hard. Did 2 cycles of IVF and nothing. And it's been so frustrating because I'm like, what do I do? Do I just let this go? Or I'm just not the type of person to just give up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And I'm like, well, maybe I need to find another doctor. But I mean, I am blessed to have the 2 that I have, and I'm so thankful for those 2. But that's what I would do. Like, if you're still kind of like, well, I don't know, freeze your eggs so at least you know you have some good ones
You
saved.
still got time, Jeannie.
Yeah.
there
Freeze
you
them
go.
in.